Hey guys, welcome back to Quality Shot Tennis. Today we've got the semifinal of Acapulco between Jack Draper and Alex de Minaur. What's up, everybody? We got the match for you. Greg, cue the music. Hashtag free Rublev. Okay, yeah, Rublev got suspended, got defaulted earlier today. In a match. That was a crazy default. Honestly, I don't have a strong opinion on it. It was just kind of unfortunate to see, especially because in the middle of such a good match. I've never seen really a default called like that, but also it was not really okay what he did. It was very right in his face. So I thought it wasn't okay, but I did find it was a strong regulation of the rules. Hey, what's up, Dutchy? I've never seen it regulated to that extent, but also I can kind of understand it, honestly, because it really wasn't okay the way he did it. So anyway, de Minaur and Draper playing the semifinal. And, Draper trying to get to his third final of his career. He lost his last two. One earlier this year. The other one came at the very last week of last year against Minaur. They'll be playing out this one. The winner of this one plays against the winner of Ruud and Rune. That'll be on later. So anyway, I appreciate everybody joining in to Quality Shot Tennis stream. Let me get the scoreboard. Let me get the scoreboard on the screen. Get that scoreboard. We got the Watchalong, the play-by-play. World number 50 taking on the world number 9. De Minaur playing some of the best tennis of his career, which is very exciting. He was down 0-10 the head-to-head against Tsitsipas. He finally figured it out. But he's been playing crazy. So it's kind of like Yannick figuring out Medvedev. It's like he's playing some of the best tennis of his career. I'm very excited that he's been able to figure it out, because a lot of his game has been top 10 level, but it's quite clearly just not been all top 10 level. So the fact that he's been able to make his game as a whole so competitive against the top guys really shows a lot of really good hard work. So that's great. Also, Katie Boulter doing well on the women's side. So something about the Boulter-de Minaur relationship doing well for both players. But, always good to see. De Minaur Draper. Draper, so aggressive, so skillful, but such a big game. We'll see how de Minaur responds to that. He took out Steph, and we'll see how he can do against Jack. Hey, what's up, Lalisa? What's up? You're frozen, Anthony. I thought it was just me. Dutchy. Let me try to fix that. Let me see on the screen how I'm showing up. All right, I'll try to fix that up. Draper here serving first. Sorry about that, guys. Draper here serving first at 0-0. Trying to fix up all the connection problems that I've been dealing with in a couple of my streams recently. I'll try to fix that up. After this, forehand, de Minaur to the forehand of Draper, forehand, de Minaur. The forehand of Draper, forehand, de Minaur. The forehand of Draper, backhand, de Minaur. The forehand of Draper and the forehand of de Minaur. Forehand of Draper, the backhand of de Minaur. Down the line, backhand Draper. Up high, the forehand of de Minaur. That's a good forehand inside out. It's a good forehand inside out. Let me get the scoreboard down here. Okay. 15 love. Okay, after this game, I'm gonna try to get the visual to be working better. Hopefully, can do better. But it's love 15 here for Demon. Both guys have been playing exceptionally well throughout this tournament. Even Draper, I mean, he blasted through his first few rounds, and I'll tell you who they've had to play so far. but they've just blasted through a couple of their first rounds. I believe Draper had a like a 6-0, 6-3 victory against Nishioka, or vice versa on the scoreline 6-3, 6-0. That goes out from Minaur, right behind the baseline. So it's 15 all. Hey, what's up, Terry? Good to have you in here. Thought it was me, Greg's, with it being... Yeah, it's on my end. I think the connection problems are on my end, so apologies for that. I'll try to fix that up. After this, it's a huge ace from Draper, so it's 30-15. Yeah, let me know how you guys are doing. Have you been watching the Dubai and Acapulco tournaments, the 500s? Right before the Sunshine Double, I think everyone's gearing up for Indian Wells with Rafa and Novak and Carlos. And center, all of the big top guys playing. So that should be great. By the way, great ace out wide from Draper. So he's starting off serving really good. I think that's what a lot of people, associate Jack with, is his big serve. But what gets me excited about it is that, there's a lot of guys who have a big serve, but he has a good game to back it up. Serve, that first serve goes out. Second serve here coming from Jack. Second serve. Into the backhand of Minaur. The forehand of Draper. Oh, what a big forehand. That's a big one. 1-0. 1-0. We'll see how much Minaur can stay on top of the baseline and kind of stay moving into the court. I think that'll be a big thing to watch for in this match. Yeah, watching both tournaments. Hey, nice, Terry. Yeah, I've been watching Dubai and Acapulco as I can, especially Acapulco. Dubai's a bit earlier for me, but yeah, I've been watching a bit of as much as I can. All right, guys. The visual is not that great at the moment, so I'm going to hop off and hop right back on for this 1-0 game, and hopefully that improves it. Apologies again. I'll be right back. All right, back for this one. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully the visual's a little bit better. That's what I'm hoping for. We got the scoreboard back on here for the game. Hey, what's up, Sean? In the chat. 40 love here for Demon on his serve. There we go. All right, cool. All right, Demon serve now into the forehand of Draper. Serve Demon, forehand of Draper. That shanked way up into the sky, and it lands out though. So it's 1-1 for Minaur. I'm pleased for Humbert. I've always liked his game, but he fell down the rankings for a while. Yes. Yeah, Humbert is great. Greg's working better now. Okay, that's good to see. Please from Bear. I've always liked his game, but he fell down the ranks for a while. Yeah, it was like he had everything going for him except for his like win percentage. Everything else was working in his favor. It was very strange to see. Very complete game, and he has the weapons to compete with the big guys. You know, you see a guy like Draper, for example, and you're like, oh, he looks great all the time, but doesn't have the big weapons. Or maybe even a better example is a guy like Talon Greeksport, for example. And you know, it's just Umber, he always has had the weapons. It's just getting into the habit of winning matches, I guess, is the biggest key in itself. So anyway. I like a lot of these guys doing a lot better. The rankings at the moment are I love it. We've had big switches in the rankings. I thought at the end of last year that's what we were going to see. I've been excited for it. It feels like the rankings now really reflect the form, the best players who are in the best form now, which is cool. And I'll go over the ATP live rankings. There's a lot of big changes this week. Serve Draper into the backhand of Minaur, forehand of Draper. The forehand of Minaur inside out, forehand of Draper. The backhand of Minaur, forehand of Draper. The backhand of Minaur, backhand Draper. Cross court, forehand of Minaur. We have high backhand Draper, forehand Minaur, and the forehand of Draper, backhand Minaur. Again, to the forehand of Draper, slice. That goes out. Minaur can do this all day. He can rally all day. He can rally all day. Hopefully the background is showing up as well, is it? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, now it is. Now it is. That's good. Appreciate everybody who's joined in so far. We got Draper versus Minaur. Hopefully the visual is coming in cleaner now. I see that it is. That's good. That's good. Draper serve. Out wide. That goes in the net. Second serve. Backhand Minaur. The forehand of Draper. That's in the net. So 40-30. Draper can't let go of this lead. Arguably the biggest thing about Draper has been the mental game outside the physical side. Reminds me a bit of a Sebi Korda, you know, but it's a lot about experience. You know, they just haven't been able to play as much as you would hope they'd be able to. Once they can get the experience, the mental game gets a little bit easier. Tennis is a lot about rhythm, momentum, you know, but it takes playing a lot of matches and getting into those tight pressure moments against the highest level, most intense athletes. And, you know, they have to be playing. They have to be playing. Forehand, Minaur, cross court, the backhand of Draper. Forehand of Minaur. The forehand of Draper up high. That goes out off the forehand. So back to deuce. 40 love goes to deuce. Part of that's Draper in the mental. Part of that is Minaur in his mental because he will just keep fighting. That's really what's gotten him to this position in his career as well. Been watching Acapulco falling asleep in it. Yeah, I feel that. It happens late. Yeah. Nice. Hey, Dutchy, who you're rooting for? I'm hoping the Demon Sean. Nice. I'd love to see Jack doing well. I'm not even gonna lie. I'd love to see Jack get a title. He deserves a title on the tour. He deserves a title on the tour, Draper. He's one of the best guys around who's never won a title on the tour. There's really so many guys like that, more than I can remember ever, that are just so impressive walking around with 0 titles. Jordan Thompson, he was one of those guys. He got one last week in his first hardcourt final. Forehand down line, forehand Minaur. That goes wide. Draper holds on anyway, 2-1. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be compelling. It's going to be compelling on both sides. You know, Minaur is now a top 10 guy. You know, you have to beat guys like this. You have to beat a Jack Draper, even if he comes in dangerously. And guess what? That's the job, Demon. That's the job. You're a top 10 player. And last week he couldn't do it. He was tired from Rotterdam. He played incredibly well in Rotterdam. He had some amazing wins. And then he played one of his best matches in a lost final against Yannick Sinner. 3 points differentiate them, despite it being straight sets. Great match. Came in the next week, lost comfortably, or a comfortable win for Alex Michelsen over Minaur. So it's compelling from the side of Demon, who's now at a career high of number 9. And then especially it's compelling from Draper, who let's see how he can show up, you know? He's beaten a few, top 10 or former top 10 guys in his career. I was looking at it earlier. But some of the upsets Draper's had in his career, he's beaten Murray, who, it's not the same Murray, but he's beaten Tsitsipas, he's beaten Yannick Sinner. He beat him at Queens in 2021. Draper is going to be very good on grass courts. Could be a contender at Wimbledon in I don't know how much time, but Dominic Thiem, he's beaten Fritz, Rublev, FA, Monfils, Fognini, and that's barely playing on the tour, but he's beaten all those guys. So there you go, but it's 2-1. By the way, for my own curiosity as well, Draper in the first round beat Tommy Paul, the 7th seed, 6-0, 6-4. Those two guys can't stop playing each other. It's crazy. He then beat Nishioka 6-3, 6-0. So he won 2 of the 3 consecutive sets there were bagels for Draper. And then he beat Kecmanovic 6-2, 6-2, and now he's in the semifinals. Nishioka and Kecmanovic, not as tough opponents as Tommy Paul, for example, or as de Minaur now, but still very impressive. Very impressive. I'll tell you de Minaur's as well, his route to get here. Forehand, Draper at the forehand of Demon. That goes wide. Love 15. Serve goes just long. Second serve. Second serve, the forehand of Draper, backhand de Minaur. The backhand of Draper, forehand de Minaur. Out, inside out, forehand to Draper, forehand de Minaur. Cross court, backhand Draper. Cross court, forehand de Minaur volley is too good. The net skills have improved a lot for Demon. It's his effectiveness, being able to move inside the court and move forward. That's been so effective. And that's been really helping him. I mean, he's always going to use his speed to his advantage, like defend. But I feel like it's the thing of him, being able to be effectively, just effective and winning points even from defense and moving inside the court consistently, and being able to play at the net now. Those kind of things have been really helpful for him. Were helpful when he beat Tsitsipas in incredible fashion yesterday. Serve de Minaur, the backhand of Draper, forehand of de Minaur, backhand Draper. Down the center, backhand Draper again down to the center, forehand of de Minaur, attacking that backhand Draper on the slide, backhand Draper again, cross court. Oh, goes wide though. 30-15. I just fear that de Minaur is too consistent for Draper at this point, and also maybe de Minaur is just a little bit too mentally strong and used to these kind of moments, because de Minaur has been around the block. I mean, he's been where Draper has been, and he's been in the game for like 6 years now, or 6-7 years. Despite his young age. So I reckon de Minaur wins this in 2 fairly close sets. Let me know predictions in the chat. I got de Minaur, I think it'll be close though, but I got de Minaur 6-4, 7-6. I'll say de Minaur 6-4, 7-6. Or 7-5. I don't know. One of those two. What's up, Enigma? What's up, Max then? Hope Draper can win his singles titles. Yeah, absolutely. What's up? de Minaur's been keeping Aussie tennis alive. Yeah, ask Cam Williams. Yeah, I think he's excited about Demon, what he's been able to bring to the table. There's a lot of Australians, but there's not a lot of Aussies that have really got into the top 10, for example, in recent years. Kyrgios would have gone to the top 10 had Wimbledon counted for points in 2022, but he's out of the game. Jordan Thompson's playing the best tennis of his life, Max Purcell, but de Minaur is really the only top 25 guy at the moment. So he has been keeping Aussie hopes alive. And there really aren't that many young Aussie guys that to me look like they're going to shoot right to the top, although I could be wrong. You never know with who comes next. Hijikata is certainly an exciting name. Forehand cross court to the backhand of de Minaur. 2-2 here. Draper serving. Backhand de Minaur. Cross court. Forehand to Draper. Backhand de Minaur. Again to the backhand of Draper. Backhand de Minaur. The forehand of Draper. Cross court. Backhand de Minaur. Back cross court to the forehand of Draper. Forehand de Minaur. Back Draper. Backhand de Minaur. That goes wide. Goes wide. Alex in 2. Demon for the number one. Okay, Teddy's Adventures. Well, I like the name, and Demon for the number one. That'd be crazy. I would love to see something crazy like that happen though in the sport. Like almost Medvedev-esque when he just like decided, you know what, I'm not a he almost went from being like a top 30 guy to being like, yeah, I'm actually like one of the best players in the whole world. Like that happened like almost a snap of the fingers. Really built up over like the end of 2018 towards the start of 2019. And then around 2019 Washington, he really just became like a top 5 guy, especially on hard courts. So we'll see. It would be awesome to see like a random guy, or not a random guy, but not, Sinner, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Nadal, et cetera, win a Grand Slam, get to number one, get to the top 3. Those things I think are exciting for tennis. That's why I hope we see a lot of in this next era, a lot of guys like who put themselves up there and say, you know what, I can do this. I think Minaur is going to be one of those guys who tries to do that. Question is of if he succeeds or not, but I think the question is not of whether he tries for the very top of the sport. He's trying to see just he believes in himself. He's trying to get the absolute best out of it. He talks about it in interviews. He's like, why can't I be as good as all these top guys? I like to see it. That's what you need. It's not all you need, though, because Cameron Norrie also says he dreams of being world number one, and I'm just not sure we're going to see that happen. But you never know. I just don't see it. Forehand, Draper. That goes long. 30 all. Unforced error from Draper. 30-30. 30-30. Draper's going to be going big. It's about the consistency. Serve here from Draper. Out wide. That's a bad serve. It's pretty much the bottom of the net. Second serve. Kick serve down the tee. Backhand of Minaur. Forehand of Draper. The backhand of Minaur. Forehand Draper. A lot of height on the ball. Backhand of Minaur. Forehand up. And that goes out. Another error. Another error, especially off that backhand right now from Draper. 30-40. Loud Aussie tennis. I wish Ash Barty was still playing right now. I'm sure she's enjoying her life post-retirement. I think she's playing golf. She's retired from tennis before and came back. So I never want to speculate on that, but I would not be entirely surprised if that happens at some point. But yeah, it's crazy. We really got rejected the incredible Swiatek Barty rivalry that we would have had. What a crazy thing to happen in the game for Barty to retire, then Swiatek to at the same time pick up in the way she did. Really wish Barty was there for that 37 match win streak. It was incredible anyway, but I wish we got Barty Swiatek. That's a challenge from Draper. It's called good though. We've had a lot of questionable line calls so far in the tournament. Let's see. So far this week in general. It is in. It's always tough to challenge when the ball's right under your feet. I think Draper knew it as well. He was right back to the bench. It's a nervy decision. And it's 3-2 for Minaur. He's up a break. Demon picking up. I still need to watch the highlights match of Humbert defeating Mehdi. I thought Mehdi would have won in Dubai, to be honest. I've been keeping a close eye on Hugo, man. I don't know. There's something about Humbert that even at the end of last year, I was like, he seems like he's guiding right towards the top 10 of the world. I don't know if he can sustain this level, but I don't see him slowing down. He seems like just a rocket that is playing some of the best tennis of his career. We'll see if that level kind of stays. He's a young guy who's finally really honed in on the game that he's always had and being able to win with it. He's won something crazy. Like he's won I think 22 of his last 26 matches. So we'll see if he can keep that up. Yeah. No, it's definitely surprising. I mean, Medvedev still has never won the same tournament twice, which is so shocking. I was positive towards the end of last year that coming into Doha to Dubai, Rotterdam, etc., Doha, Dubai, Rotterdam, Medvedev was going to defend one of his titles and do something he's never done before. But he's just so exhausted from the Australian Open where he played for like over 24 hours. 24 and a half hours. He's just so exhausted from that run that I think he's just exhausted, right? And that made it so he didn't play most of the tournaments. And yeah, Hugo too tough. Hugo, I think, is like 3-1 against Medvedev now. He's 7-3 in sets, 1 against Medvedev. Medvedev doesn't like playing French players. There's a pattern. I don't know why. He also doesn't like playing guys that hit like, I don't know, that big, that powerful. And that's what Hugo is. Max Medi can't defend his points. Yeah. As in losing for Medi, then yes. Yeah, I listen. He was a set away from winning the Australian Open. That would have been his 21st unique title, Medvedev, in a different city. 21st title in a different city. You come pull it out. And he still has not won the title since Rome. Unbelievable net play from Minaur, covering the net so well. Used to be able to cover the back of the court, but now he's been able to cover the inside as well. Very good. Backhand drop volley, 30 love. Cutting off the angles. I mean, it's like a brand new Alex de Minaur, to be honest. It's dangerous. He won this title last year. He'll have a tough opponent no matter who wins there. Backhand volley. De Minaur forehand. Draper. Oh, it goes big right down the middle. That's a good shot from Jack. And he went pretty much right at Alex, but that's the only shot he really had. So, most confusing player that people don't like is Ruud. I don't understand it. Casper to me just feels like a funny, regular, nice dude that you would literally just pull off the street who likes the weekend and golfing. And I really don't get why people don't like him. Also, he's fun to watch for me. But if people don't agree, that's fine. But I like Ruud. I don't get it. Mediad never won the same tournament twice, Max. Yeah. Alex needs to bring back the slice. Yeah, the variety. Exactly. I agree. The more variety, the better. That goes for all these young guys. That's a rivalry we could see a lot of in the future, by the way. I mean, de Minaur, Draper is far younger, but they're both young guys. Backhand, by the way, hits the tape from de Minaur, kind of jumped up, hit that backhand, hit down on the ball, hit the tape, just went over. Just enough pace on it. After a bit of a long rally, 40-15. Serve from de Minaur out wide, backhand Draper, forehand de Minaur. Forehand of Draper, forehand of Demon. The forehand of Jack, that's in the net. 4-2 for de Minaur. Too many errors from Jack. By the way, de Minaur up in the head-to-head against Draper, up 2-0 in the head-to-head. They've had close matches, though. The couple of matches they played have been close. They played in Tokyo in October last year. De Minaur won that in a third set break. 4-6, 7-6, 7-6. Very close match. First round of Tokyo last year. And then in June of 2022, they played at Wimbledon. Draper was pretty close to going up 2 sets to love, but de Minaur pulled that out in 4 sets, 5-7, 7-6, 6-2, 6-3. So de Minaur's won both their times, but Draper has challenged them both times. And that's what makes this one fun. It's their second meeting on hard courts. Like I said, winner plays the winner of Ruud and Rune. Winner plays Ruud and Rune. This rivalry have the same history as that one, not the same drama. That would be entertaining, though. That does not exist. Medi, hard court specialist who forgets how to play the same court twice. Him not winning the same title twice is so crazy, especially because he's a hard court specialist. Especially because hard court is like by far the most surface, percentage of the whole season. It's so strange to me that he hasn't, but it is what it is. Backhand to the backhand of de Minaur. Forehand Draper, the backhand of de Minaur. That goes out from Draper, though, 15-all. I don't know how that's happened. De Minaur 2-0 nailed. Okay, Daniel Valentine. What's up? Glad for you join in. Yeah, we'll see if Demon could do it in straights. De Minaur's really playing like he's got that glimmer in his eye that you really only see from like a top 5 player. And I think it's scaring guys off. I think it's scaring people. This new de Minaur is scaring people. I think he's scaring people. Beat Alcaraz in an exhibition at the Australian Open before that tournament started. It wasn't like that was a nothing tournament for Alcaraz either. He played some stunning matches against Kecmanovic. He played a great match against Shung. His level started picking up. He wasn't there for this Zverev match, but I do reckon that tournament might be a tough one for him, but we'll see how it keeps going. Kind of a quicker hard court than New York generally. Backhand, very different conditions. Backhand of de Minaur to the forehand of Draper, forehand of de Minaur, inside out, forehand Draper, backhand de Minaur. That's in the net. 30-15 for Draper, 30-15 for Jack. But yeah, de Minaur beat Alcaraz in the exhibition, beat Djokovic in straight sets, losing just 8 games earlier in the year this year. He just beat Tsitsipas. He's having some good victories. 30-15 for Jack. Anthony updating on Twitter site. Did you see the scene in Santiago where Mute was being booed against Jareen? Told the crowd they were being unfair to him. No, I didn't. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Yeah. So I did not see that. I saw the Rublev situation. I thought that was crazy. Rublev definitely needs to work on his kind of on court. I've been saying it for a while. His on court has been a bit, it's been a bit too far a lot of the time, and I just hope he figures it out. If anything, this could serve as like a, I don't know, like just a situation to be like, I need to stop behaving in such a crazy way where, especially going at line judges and stuff. It's no good. I still am questioning whether it was a default because we've seen players do similar things and not get defaulted, but it crossed the line. So that's all you can say. It crossed the line. Good hold from Draper, by the way, at the forehand. It's 4-3. Daniel, your score updates before you are saying it. Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm watching it live, so it should be in real time. Grab the mic and told the crowd. Wow, that's crazy. Mute is a wild card. I tend to like Mute, but he is one of these guys that, well, first of all, he's crazy talented. He's like a slightly younger Alexander Bublik. He's crazy talented. He's so chaotic. You never know what you're gonna get from him. But at his heart, he seems like a nice guy to me. He seems like a nice dude, but he'll say what's on his mind. I remember a on-court fight that he had against, I believe it was against, who was it against? I'm forgetting now. It wasn't João Souza. I'm mixing it up. I'm mixing situations up. Souza got into a bit of a drama with Chorich at one point. I'm mixing it up. I forgot who the player was, but he's a top 200, top 100 player on the ATP tour, but he literally got into an on-court fight. Tennis Advocate had a whole series on that rivalry and what happened there, but I definitely sided with Mute. I remember that. But anyway, Mute is a wild card. Touchy. Jerry, thank you for clarifying. That makes more sense. Glad to have tennis back in our time clock. Yeah, I agree. Australia was nuts. I remember I was staying up for the Sinner Djokovic Australian Open match. It was like 1:30 a.m. and I was so hyped up by Yannick winning. I was planning to not stay up for this Zverev Alcaraz and go to sleep because I was just restless the many nights before. But I was too hyped up. I was like, you know what? I'll just watch the Alcaraz. And I turned or not the Alcaraz, sorry, Medvedev Zverev. And it turned out to be a fantastic match. So what a day of semifinals that was. Backhand drop shot. Oh, Draper runs. Oh, he gets under it, but just to the top of the net. 15-love. I think that will kind of define this match, by the way, that point there. Draper, having some impressive stuff, getting close, but just consistently not good enough against de Minaur right now. That's what it was in the last couple of matches. Got close, but not quite good, not quite enough. He got under the ball into the net. Forehand de Minaur. That goes long. 15-all. 15-all. I'd actually enjoy an umpire giving it back to a player one day. I agree, Sean. I agree. But it's also like the thing of if a person in the crowd is being, a jerk to a player, I think the player has a right to say something. Although, you have to be careful because you don't want to rile up a crowd. with mob mentality, and you don't want to, the crowds are what makes tennis tennis. So you want to be careful with that, clearly. But if a player if a player is being a jerk to a line judge, the line judge should be able to react. The umpire is being a jerk to the player, like et cetera, et cetera. If a player is being a jerk to the umpire should be able to react. I think all of those things are true. I think all those things are true. Forehand of Draper, the forehand of Minaur, inside out, the forehand of Draper, backhand Minaur, the backhand of Draper, cross court, forehand Minaur, the backhand of Draper, forehand Demon, the forehand of Draper, way up high, forehand of Minaur, the forehand of Draper, cross court, backhand Minaur, down the line, backhand Draper, cross court, forehand Minaur, the backhand of Draper, back cross court, goes behind Demon. That's in the net. Better play from Jack here. And I've noticed it. It's better play from Jack. Let's see if he can kind of peak at this moment and really bring the best of what he's got to offer. Just hone in on his shots. He doesn't have to go way too big. Just play solid. 30-all. Play solid and play smart. I wonder if the Ruud and Rune match goes into 3 sets possibly. I'll tell you what, Casper is playing fantastic. And I'm not sure about Holger if he's at the level that Ruud's really been able to show up with this year on hard courts. He's not really his best version on outdoor hard courts. But let's see. Let's see how it kind of goes. Let's see what happens. I think I'll take Casper in straight sets, though. But yeah, let's see what happens. 30-all, big moment here. Draper has time to run around the backhand return. He hits a backhand anyway. Backhand. Down the middle. That goes out. Draper probably should have run around that forehand, right? Run around that backhand at a forehand. The challenge here coming, but I don't think we're going to get anything. Oh, it isn't. Good challenge. Good challenge from Jack there. Replay the point. 30-all. 30-all. I thought it was out. Yeah, I got Ruud in 2 sets. An umpire giving back to Novak would be interesting. Okay. I miss Djokovic's craziness these last few weeks. I feel that. I like how kind of he doesn't really care anymore, and I like that more. I like that Djokovic more. Like at Wimbledon last year, he just stopped caring, and I feel like I like that more. I like the Djokovic that just doesn't care. He's like, yeah, I'm here to win all the Grand Slams. I'm here to beat the young guys. By the way, Draper upset here. Another challenge here. Ball was called in. Draper is sure that it's out. And it is. It's well out. Terrible call there. Terrible call. Break point here for Draper. Minaur saying something to the ump. Should be a break point coming. 30-40. Break point for Jack Draper. See if he can get back on track. See if Jack gets back on track. Demon at the line to serve. Serve here from Alex de Minaur. Draper at the return. Forehand into the net from Jack. So we're at deuce. Serve here from Alex. Down the tee, forehand of Jack. The forehand of Alex, forehand of Jack. That's in the net. Bad forehand. That forehand's been breaking down a lot. I tell you what, that shot has to be working. His backhand is not solid enough yet. It's not a bad shot. I like his backhand as well, but it falls way too central. And I mean, Alex is just way too good at making life difficult for opponents now. That he's going to take advantage of anything falling short, anything falling central. That forehand is the effective shot on the court for Draper. I mean, Alex is going to get lots of these returns and play from Jack. He's really got to play strong in these rallies, and that forehand has not really been there so far. Forehand to forehand of Alex, forehand of Jack. The forehand of Alex, forehand of Jack. He has a lot of height on his forehand so far. He's not really hitting through the ball very much. Backhand Jack. He attacks that backhand into the forehand of Alex. Backhand, that's into the net. Yeah, Jack throws his racket. I like it, though, because, like, he's got to figure something out. He's got to figure something out. It's not working so far. Advantage to de Minaur. It's been close. Jack hasn't played a bad match, but dare I say, if it keeps going like this, I kind of think the scoreline might be like 6-3, 6-3, or 6-3, 6-2 or something. Draper's not really having anything that's hurting Minaur at all. He has nothing that's hurting him. It's not really that hurt himself outside of him being down 5-3 in the scoreboard, but he's not hurting Minaur at all. So it's not hurting Minaur at all. It's gonna be a bad matchup for Draper, I reckon. Might not be a great one, but let's see. Right now, anyway. Backhand, the forehand of Alex, backhand of Draper. It's another error. I mean, these errors are coming in bunches. These errors are coming in bunches. I'll tell you, Draper is one of the guys I'm excited about from the young guys, and this is not his best match so far. Part of it is to do, big part of it is to do with Minaur, though. Winners to errors. I almost don't believe it. 6 winners, 4 unforced errors. I mean, we've had 4 unforced errors in the last, like, 8 points. Surely it's more than 4. People scoring are being lenient with it. People scoring the errors. Serve out wide, forehand of Jack. Inside out, forehand of Minaur. Back in Jack. Down the line, back into Demon. That goes out. 15 all. Jack likes that today. Yeah, he's loving it, isn't he, Terry? He can't stop going to it. I think the net is on Alex Minaur's side. It's constantly getting in Jack's way. Serve here from Jack. Out wide, forehand chip of Minaur. Forehand to Draper. Forehand of Minaur. Forehand to Draper. Forehand of Minaur. Going forehand to forehand. Lefty to righty. Forehand, drop shot. Backhand Draper. Backhand Minaur. That's a good volley, though. He's so quick on his feet. The explosive movement. The athleticism. And his skills. Listen, he's such a talented guy. It's outrageous. It's just people, it's really about his game. And, because the form on his shots, his game, the way he plays, it's really about how much he can maximize out of the way he plays. But listen, he is absolutely maximizing out of it. I tell you what. Serve here from Draper coming. Serve Draper. Out wide, backhand Minaur. Forehand Draper. Down the line, forehand Minaur. Oh, that's kind of a strange shot. Slapped it. Just flat shot into the net, though. 30 all. By the way, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Quality Shot Tennis if you haven't already. For more streams, we'll be doing the Runa Rude match after this. So definitely join in for that. Another commentator for the channel, Tara. So make sure to join in for that as well. Serve here from Jack. Out wide, forehand Minaur. Oh, it's a bad volley. And it goes out. You don't hit a volley up, Draper. That's not how you hit a volley. It's not how you hit a volley. You don't hit it up. What's the point of coming to net if you hit it up? You get down on it. Just couldn't get out of the way of the ball. Minaur does sometimes come at you with surprising pace, though. But that was a wild one. Set point for Minaur. Jack, just like Terry said in the chat, loving the net. And he's in a lot of errors. Serve out wide, forehand chip, forehand to Draper. Inside out, forehand to Alex. Back into Draper, back in Minaur. Back into Draper. Back cross court, forehand Minaur. Forehand Draper, that's in the net. You can't stop finding the net. Can't stop finding the net. Listen, either Jack loves the net or the net just loves Minaur because he is on Minaur's side. The net keeps growing taller, to stop Jack's shots. They keep finding the net. 6-3 for Alex. We got 6-3 for Alex. Got 6-3 for Alex. Yeah, Jack likes the net today. That's right. It's crazy. Stats in the set: 6 winners for Draper, 13 unforced errors. That's closer to the real stat. 13 unforced errors. And sorry, let me fix up my camera here so the angle is better. And listen, the serve stats aren't great either. 57% of first serves in for Jack, 38% second serve points won. If you think about it, first serve percentage and second serve points won obviously are very interconnected. If you have a low second serve points won, it's probably the most like obvious stat to look at to see how well a player is doing in a match. First serve percentage and second serve points won. Because listen, if you're getting like 75% of your first serves in, doesn't really matter that much how you're doing on second serve, as long as you're hitting good first serves and winning those points. But if you're making less than 57%, or like less than like, let's say 65% first serves in, less than 60, yeah, it matters a lot how well you're doing on second serve, and it's just not good enough. It's not good enough for Jack, and Alex is such an elite returner, so that's kind of what's going on. I have to put on TC Plus Tennis Channel show in Pagula. I have this for 3 more months. Might as well enjoy it. I'd rather keep ESPN for slams and add Peacock for the Olympics and cancel. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing for my sake. I've had Tennis TV. I'm trying to hang on to Tennis TV. So I'll probably get that for another year. That's my big investment, I think. It's also very helpful for like my own channel and like, you know, really like being able to replay and when I'm doing like in-depth analysis of matches and stuff. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. And just finesse other ways to watch matches. Jack is outclassed in movement, unfortunately. Same it was for Shelton yesterday. Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. Hey, what's up, Gene? Yeah, it really is the movement. Alex, and it's not the crazy sprint. It's just the, you know, in and out, just movement every point. That's so good from Alex de Minaur. How high is de Minaur going to go? This is one of the most compelling things in tennis at the moment. How far can Alex de Minaur push this? He's actually down in the live rankings. He's at like 13 in the live rankings. I guess because he won this tournament last year, but even if he defends, even if he wins this tournament, he's still outside the top 10. But anyway, he could get back to 11th in the world. And if he wins this tournament, he'll be just about 130 points behind Steph for the back into the top 10. We'll see how much further he can keep going with this kind of form. Because I don't know if he gets to, let's say, Zverev or Rublev, that kind of situation. But all the guys below that, I mean, there's a big disparity between Rune and Zverev. Same kind of disparity there is between Rublev and Medvedev. There's about 130 points in the live rankings between Rune and Zverev. And between Rublev and Medvedev, it's like 2,705, which is nuts. That's nuts. There's a lot of gaps in the rankings. But yeah. The fact Medvedev is world number 4 with the last season that he's had is crazy. But he hasn't won a title since Rome. That's something I'll have to work at. Backhand into the net from de Minaur, by the way. Do we have a plot twist here to start off the second set? Appreciate you guys joining in for this. Love 30. The Brit taking on the Aussie for the 3rd time. de Minaur up 2-0 in the head-to-head. They've both been a couple of close matches, though. First time they play this year. Serve out wide, back in Draper. Forehand of de Minaur, back in Draper. Down the line. Back in. Goes out from Draper. It's a challenge, though. I'll tell you what, Draper's frustrated because there's been a few bad line calls this today. I feel like he might not trust the line judges anymore. Okay, that one is out. Kind of saved the line judge's reputation there. If that was just an inch closer to the baseline, line judge's reputation everywhere ruined. That was out though. Okay, we're still okay. Draper would have been frustrated. Serve out wide, forehand. The forehand of de Minaur, back inside out, goes way up high though, back in. de Minaur back into Draper, back in de Minaur. No, neither guy really taking the attack. Forehand. Oh, he attacks it with a grunt as well. That's in the net though. 30 all. Really went after that forehand. Hey, Gene. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Try? Demon might lift the trophy again. He's playing like it. Alex de Minaur is playing like he wants that Acapulco trophy again, for real. I mean, he's playing crazy the last few months in general. It's really been building for a couple of years, though, the improvement in his game. So good to see. Forehand, the back end of de Minaur, forehand of Draper. Down the line, forehand of de Minaur, forehand Draper. The back end of Demon, forehand Draper again. Into the back end Demon on the defense. That's in the net, though. We got another break point for Jack. Can Jack take this break point? On the last point, Alex hit a really good serve. Jack hit it into the net. Jack needs to make this return in. Let's see if he can. Could be one of the biggest points in this match. This one right here. Serve from de Minaur. Into the net. Not a good serve. Second serve to work with as well. Jack needs to take advantage. Find his way inside the court in this rally. Serve just catches the back of the line or the line. Oh, that's a forehand shank. Just the forehand shank to deuce. To deuce we go. And is it the nerves for Jack Draper on the big points? If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat both imposters the same. That's the famous quote from the poem If by Kipling. Or something along those lines. Maybe a few words missing. But it's always at Wimbledon. And what it means, if you don't understand what that means, at least how I interpret it, is who can play the big points better in tennis. You know, it's not, you shouldn't be results based and be about, I need to win this point. I need to win this point. It's about just, working hard every point, treating every point the same. Draper doesn't play like he treats every point the same. It's nerves. What's up, Nicholas? Nicholas from Greece. I appreciate you joining in. It always makes my days to see like the welcome from Greece and welcome from Brazil. It's like when on like different like celebrities pages you have like hello from Brazil, and I'm just like, that's so crazy that it's so like easy to speak with people from other countries now. Everything is so global. That's crazy. Forehand, that's another shank. Stays in though. Forehand de Minaur. Break point here for Jack. Back in de Minaur. Jumping up. Forehand Draper. Can he take the advantage here? Forehand. Cross court's a good angle from Demon. Trying to neutralize. Back in. Forehand Draper. Forehand de Minaur. Draper. Seems like Draper has the tempo here. Forehand de Minaur attacking it. Forehand Draper. Back in de Minaur. Comes to the net. Very central though. Forehand volley. That's in the net. Draper's on the board. 1-0. Jack attack. Jack attacks. Jack attacks. He gets the break. Alex de Minaur's only had to break Jack Draper once. He's only had to break Jack Draper once. Mr. Gene. Yeah. Sean, only thing de Minaur could improve is his forehand technique. Got a bit more lag on that thing. Yeah, I agree. And sometimes it feels like a little bit of lag, and also sometimes it feels like he hits it a little bit too like loopy. It's gotten better, but it feels like, I don't know, it can break down sometimes against guys hitting it super big at his forehand. So that's something I would say as well. He likes to have time on that shot, or at least not have time on it, but he doesn't like guys, just attacking that shot like crazy. Not so much. He's done better at it recently, though. So I don't even know. Demon needs a better serve, I feel like. Of course, he will never have a big serve, but he needs a bit more precise one. Yeah, but that I feel like has gotten better, Gene. But yes, the more he can improve on the forehand, the serve, the better, for sure. Forehand down the line's good. But listen, he's always had like holes in his game, but he's really, kind of filled in those holes very well. If not completely, but just still really improved in parts of his game. And I think it's great. I think it's very good. And I think it speaks, I think it really speaks more to the fact that if you see like a hardworking young guy on the tour, I don't think people expected this from Alex de Minaur. And part of it is because there were such obvious weaknesses in his game. But time and time again, the proof is in the pudding. Even if guys have obvious weaknesses, sometimes you have to look past that if they're working hard at improving. So even though those things are still there, they're much better than they were. So they're much better than they were. And it reminds me of Yannick as well. So, guys, who are your early picks to win Indian Wells? All right, we'll get into that. We'll get into that, Matt. We'll get into that. Well, Cam joined into the chat on another stream, and I was talking with him. We both did our picks. We both picked Novak. I'm picking Djokovic for Indian Wells. He plays crazy at Indian Wells. I actually reckon I like him more in Miami, but he plays crazy at Indian Wells. He won this tournament 3 years in a row. And he's going to be out for revenge. You know, Sinner won Rotterdam. He was incredibly impressive. But even at Rotterdam, I felt like he was not quite where he was in Australia, even though he was playing incredible. Like, Raonic got 2-set points. De Minaur had chances. Backhand, forehand of De Minaur. Also, Sinner let go some chances against Demon. Backhand Draper, the backhand of De Minaur. De Minaur trying to get back into this. Forehand, the forehand of Demon. Backhand Draper, the backhand of De Minaur. Forehand Draper. Inside out, forehand De Minaur. Forehand to Draper. Back cross court. Very high level now from the back of the court. High level stuff from Draper. High level stuff from Draper. But yeah, no. I hope Yannick can keep this going. Honestly, because what an exciting thing for Yannick and for the sport. But I just think all win streaks come to an end, and he's won 15 in a row. Let's see. I reckon he at least gets to the final, though, probably. I mean, listen, he's playing too well right now. He's so motivated. I reckon he at least gets to the final, but maybe Djokovic beats Sinner in the final. I could see that happening for sure. Serve and volley here, Draper. Back and volley, forehand, De Minaur. Interesting choice from Jack there. I don't like it very much, honestly. I don't like that from Draper. I just felt like he needed a solid point, hold his momentum. It feels like a few nervy choices from Jack here. I didn't like the play to serve and volley. Also, he hit it right back to the forehand of De Minaur. And even from a tough position, Alex De Minaur, he's just so impressive. I mean, that's De Minaur in a nutshell. He's so tough, so good from tough positions. 30-40. Jack, can he have one big serve? Close out this break point. Serve down the tee is just long. Second serve. Lot riding on this point for this set for Draper. Serve out wide. Another serve and volley. Back and volley. Back cross court. Forehand De Minaur. He's there, but forehand volley put away. Jack solid. Jack solid. Decides to serve and volley again, does he? Decides to serve and volley again. By the way, Jack Draper, 50th in the world. His career high ranking of 38 in the world. Very young player, still just 22 years of age. You know, was doing absolutely fantastic in the challengers. And then moved up to the ATP level and started doing incredible right away. So he's a prospect that's been around for a while. And listen, De Minaur has been a prospect around for a while. He's playing the best tennis he's ever played at this very moment. Backhand to the backhand of De Minaur. Forehand Draper. The forehand of De Minaur. Backhand to Draper. The forehand of De Minaur. Down the line, forehand Draper. Forehand of Demon. Backhand slice of Draper. The forehand of Demon. Forehand Draper. Back cross court. Backhand Demon. That's in the net. Advantage to Jack. Advantage to Jack. How did those coming in? Yeah. Yeah, guys, don't forget to subscribe Quality Shot Tennis if you're new for more streams. We will have Runa versus Rude as well. Did you know how it's March sweeps for the ATP script writers? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. We do tend to have those, huh? Last year was Alcaraz and Medvedev. I don't think many people expected Medvedev to reach the finals of Indian Wells and Miami, so always comes with some surprises. Forehand, it really does. Forehand, back into Draper, back in De Minaur, I should say. 360. Forehand Draper, smash. Oh, good shot. 2-0 for Jack. That's power and that's strength. Power and that's strength. Do you think De Minaur is limited by his talent and body frame? No, not by his talent. His talent is exceptional. I don't think he has a skill issue. I think his skills are remarkable. I think if anything, his skills, his speed, his athleticism, I think his hard work, those things will rise up the weaknesses of his game. His body frame, yes. And for his serve, the way he plays, the form on his shots, you know, those things I think can make it hard for him to rise up. But, you know, Michael Chang is a guy. He won a Grand Slam. He got to world. Did he get to world number 1 as well? I believe so. So, you know, people can play that way, and we'll see how he can do. But yeah, if anything, I think his body frame And the form on his shots and just the way he plays the game might make it tough. It's not always very common for guys who play like Alex to really get all the way up. But, a guy like Hewitt, a guy like Michael Chang, it's not unheard of either. So, love 15 here for Jack. Serve, backhand Draper. The backhand, forehand of Minaur. Backhand Draper. Back to the forehand to backhand. We're on deuce side to deuce. Right-hander to left-hander. Left-hander now to the right-hander. Backhand. Draper to the forehand of Minaur. Forehand. That goes out. No, it's love 30. Minaur is way off his game to start off the second set. This is a complete 360 from the first. Minaur will win in 2. Okay. It's looking more questionable at this point. Thank you very much, Anthony. Okay, I appreciate it, Nicholas. Someone should send Rublev that quote. Yeah, if you can meet with triumph and disaster. I love that quote. Hashtag free Rublev. Hey, what's up, Shambini? What's up? What's up, Shambini in chat? Hey, Shambini the GOAT. Shambini, love what you bring to tennis, man. Shout out to you. What are your thoughts on this one? Does Draper have a chance or no? Draper has been practicing with Steffi, learning how to shank. With Steph learning how to shank, yeah. Tsitsipas. That's not a great thing, but yeah, unfortunate. My name is Yannick as well. Nice. Shawnee, can I join your stream, Anthony? Yeah, sorry, Shrambini. I was looking at the I tried to catch up with the chat that had been chatting earlier in the stream. I didn't see you in, but appreciate you joining in, man. Seeing your comments come in now. Forehand down line, forehand of Minaur, cross court, backhand. Forehand of Demon, backhand Draper. The forehand of Minaur, forehand Draper. Down line. That goes wide. Yeah, what's up, Shrambini? Shrambini, are you calling this one as well? Yes, he did it, but that's 30 years ago. Yeah, that's true. The game has played. It's played much quicker. But Minaur likes playing on fast courts as well. I mean, I think the thing about Minaur that differs from Chang is that he doesn't like clay as much. He likes the faster surfaces, which might do well for Minaur. Kind of almost Leighton Hewitt-esque, where the faster courts actually doesn't do Minaur that badly. So, yeah, I think that is a good thing for Minaur. That might help him out. But yeah, the game is very different, no doubt about it. It's played much slower, just across the board. I mean, joining live with you with video. Oh, Shrambini, for real. If you want to join in, yeah, for sure. No, it's 3 a.m. here in Germany, just coming home from a party. Oh, okay, got you. Then I assume you're kidding. That's crazy. Sure. That's crazy. Sounds like an eventful evening. Chang was very good on hard courts. Yes, that's true as well. But Minaur is just never going to win the French Open. The major that Chang won was at the French. I just don't think that's Alex de Minaur's kind of bread and butter. But anyway, but it reminds me of Leighton Hewitt is kind of my point. But yeah, that's fair. Chang was good across a few different surfaces. No, not kidding. Which Discord I need to join? Okay, hold up. Shram, I'll send you the link. Shrambini, I can send you the link on Instagram. And yeah, join in for sure. Give me 1 second. All right, give me a second, Shram. I'll send you a link on Instagram. So my Instagram is Anthony's Tennis Hub. Shrambini, I will DM you on Insta. And yeah, we'll get this going. It's fun. Why not? It'll be fun. Draper needs a better net game. Yeah, I agree. Anthony, what's your opinion on Tsitsipas' feature? Sorry, Nicholas. Not sure what you mean exactly. All right, chances here for Draper still against Demon. Okay, yeah, I'll try to DM you. Give me 1 second here. Forehand Draper, the forehand of Demon. We'll get it going. Forehand Draper, Demon, the forehand of Draper, backhand Demon. The backhand of Draper, forehand Demon, cross court, backhand Draper. Forehand Minaur back in Draper. Ooh, that goes wide. That goes wide. All right, we're gonna get Shrambini on here. We're doing a Shrambini and myself double live. That'll be fun. Deuce here with Demon. Chang had incredible strong legs. Chang got to number 2. Okay, he wasn't well. Got you. Chang got incredible strong legs. Yes, that helped his game a lot. Minaur does as well, though, which is very helpful to his game. Forehand Minaur cross court. The backhand of Draper. Forehand Demon. The forehand of Draper inside out. Forehand Minaur. Forehand Draper. Drop volley. Oh, no way. Alex Minaur's speed is unrivaled. What a ridiculous get. Shot of the match, one of the shots of the tournament. Nuts get. Only in an Alex Minaur match. Maybe if you watch Alcaraz. You hope for something that good. I couldn't even believe he got to it. That was incredible racket skill in 1 minute. Let me make a quick night meal and I join in 10 minutes. Okay, sure, no problem. I'll DM you the link and join whenever you can. Sounds perfect. It'll be fun. Join in. Advantage here for Demon. Serve Minaur. Kick serve, forehand of Draper. That's in the net. 2-1. 2-1. All right, guys, let me know. Is Draper going to push this to 3 sets? No long answers. Yes or no in the chat. Is Draper going to win the set? Yes or no? Wow, Demon. Yeah, that was an exceptional shot, Terry. Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'm the only guy that's going to say no. I'm going to say no. My opinion is that Demon still finds a way back into the set. I think Demon is playing so crazy. Demon's already broken Jack once, but we'll see what happens. It'll be exciting. Everybody in the chat saying yes, though. Draper's going to get it done. No, Greg's. Okay. So we got 4 yeses and 2 nos. Me and Greg's J1. Me and Greg's are going no. Greg's, you and I are in it. You and I are in it for Demon. It's crazy because I really do like Jack. I'm rooting for Jack to really have some good results here. But my head is going Demon, to be honest. My head is kind of going Demon. I'm not going to lie. Not just getting interesting now. Very, very Terry. Very much so, Terry. By the way, seeing that screenshot everywhere, Rublev shouting at the line judge. Ryan Draper, that's solid. 15 love. Serve from Draper. That goes out. Second serve. Forehand Draper, forehand of Demon. Forehand to Draper. Inside in, back into Draper. Forehand out Demon. Forehand of Draper. Inside in. Draper's level has picked up a lot. 30 love. Those errors off the forehand are not errors anymore. They're coming as very good winners. Very, very good. Very, very good from Jack. I'll tag in with you and Greg's J1. Oh, Shram. Okay, so I've just messaged you, Shrambini. Let me know if you got it now. I just sent an invite. Let me know if you got it. If you just click on the link, you should be able to get in. So let me know if you got it. And should I call you Shrambini or should I call you need to know where to join? If you click on the link, you should be able to join, I think. I think that should bring you straight in. I believe. That's how it happened when I got to interview a player on the podcast I do on here. And I just sent him the link and he got to go right in. So I think that should work. What's your take on the Rublev default? I don't have a strong opinion on it. But Rublev crossed the line. I understand upholding the rule. I would not have defaulted him though. I guess my take is I would not have defaulted him though. But my other take is that Rublev crossed the line. And I don't have that strong of an opinion on it. I understand why he got defaulted. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have defaulted him. But it's like a I don't know. It's not a strong opinion. Back in volley, forehand Draper. Oh, cat and mouse, and Draper wins it. That's a good sign. Minaur is the king of cat and mouse. Shram, let me know if you got in. Let me know if you got in, Shrambini. Sorry, Anthony. I mean your opinion about Tsitsipas. Yeah, we'll see how Steph can do the next little bit. Yeah, hey, what's up? Welcome to the chat, Tim. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to have too many people join in, like for the visual for the stream, but maybe eventually we can have more people join in and be fun. But yeah, Shram, love for you to join for now. Go Jack, okay. 3-1. Forehand Jack. Oh, hits the tape, goes in though. Smash. Forehand de Minaur misses it though. Jack's playing great. Got it. Okay, nice. 3 minutes. All right, no problem. No problem. All right, you know what? Actually, Shram, I'm gonna hop off for 3 minutes and I'm there. All right, no problem. I'm gonna hop off right after this 4-1 game for a quick minute. So after I come back on, that'll be perfect. I'll hop off, come back on, and then you can join in, and then we'll do it. We'll do the thing. Shrambini or Yannick is fine, my buddy. All right, cool. All right, cool. Cool. I saw a tweet from Kyrgios that Bublik was class for wanting to continue, that Rublev did not warrant a default. I agree. I agree. But I also, you just can't really shout in a person's face like that. So it's just not something that should be able to happen in anywhere, you know. In tennis, it's tough because your adrenaline is going so much, like obviously, and you're not really yourself. You're not really thinking straight. Your focus has been elsewhere for like forever. You're not in the right mindset at all. And, you know, but even with that, that shouldn't be allowed in any public sphere. And so I understand that part of it. He crossed the line, maybe like a point penalty, a game penalty. I understand why he got defaulted, but I wouldn't have defaulted him. So I tend to agree. I think both things are true. He crossed the line, but I probably would have kept it going. Maybe if he did it like a second time, then like he's out. Maybe even got suspended, you know, but I don't know. Anyway, interesting topic. Forehand, de Minaur. That goes long. 15:30. Draper trying to go get his second break here. All right, Trembini, I'll like I said, after this 4-1 game, I'm gonna hop off for a second, come right back on. And then yeah, it'd be great. We can both do stream. And it looks like this is gonna be 3 sets. It looks like this is gonna be 3 sets. Serve Minaur, back in Minaur. Forehand Minaur, that's in the net, so it's 15-40. So it is 15-40. Serve here, Minaur. Forehand to Draper. That goes out though. The serve has really kind of been way worse for Minaur in this set than it was in the last set. I'll give you the difference between this set stats and last set stats in a bit. Forehand Minaur, forehand Draper. He's attacking now. Back in Minaur, fully on defense. Forehand drop shots too good from Minaur. Jack, not even a fist bump. Jack believes in himself and his abilities. I tell you what. Jack knows himself and his abilities. He's got the lead. He's playing strong, and it feels like the match has really just turned on a 360. Jack is being visited by some medic or something, though. That's no good. All right, I'm going to hop off for 1 quick minute. I'll be back. I'm going to hop off for a minute. When I come back, after I come back, Shrambini, join in. We'll do a 2-person stream. All right, I'll be back in one moment. All right, some physios were out seeing Jack. All right, we're gonna get started back here at 4-1. All right, sorry guys. I'm gonna be back one more time, and then I'll be right back for this one. I'll be back one more time. Give me 1 second. Hey, what the ban? What's up, ban? Hey, the GOAT. What's up, man? You've been joining in for the streams. Appreciate that. 30 love here for Draper. What's up, man? How's life? How's life? Yes, double break. Yeah, it's definitely looking like 3 sets. All right, Trambini, feel free to join in, my man. We'll get started. Draper calls for the trainer. There you go. Yeah, not good. Not good. Yo, GOAT, not I. Appreciate it, Ben. Join in. Usually you do that, you're behind. Yeah, it's very strange. It's very weird. It's good that Jack can play like this when he's injured too, you know. Backhand Draper, that's in the net. By the way, you guys remember post-puke Draper? People having talks of post-puke Draper. Maybe we're seeing that. People are saying post-puke Yannick after Yannick threw up in a trash can against Dimitrov. Well, he started playing pretty good. Maybe it's not such a bad thing for Jack. Jack threw up at, maybe it was Australia, I think. Anyway, it's all ridiculous. Backhand volley into the net. So we're at 30 all. Got a bit of a delay. Match should begin 50 minutes or so. Yes, that's the yeah. We're gonna have the Runa Rude match in we're gonna have the Runa Rude match soon. That's gonna be on right after this. Tara's gonna be doing that for the channel. It's gonna be good. Is he getting cramp? I don't know. I didn't see exactly what the issue was, but yeah. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Trambini? We'll get started. Calls for the trainer. What's up, man?
A legend in the house. Welcome, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, everybody in the chat, say hi to Trambini. How you doing? You enjoying the match as well?
I just came home and I was like, there must be a match going on. So I was checking the results and I was okay. Draper and Minaur still going.
Right.
Checked who's live and I said, okay, Anthony's there. Let's jump in there.
Yeah. Yeah, Runa Rude right on after this as well. That should be a great one as well, but I'm enjoying this.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rune can win a match finally against Casper, because Casper leading the head-to-head pretty decent. I guess.
I think both the last two at the French Open, right? I don't think they've played outside of that. Both of those with the dramatic moment in 2022 and then last year. But yeah, it'll be interesting on outdoor hard courts. I feel like Runa, for whatever reason, is just like he can't get it done on outdoors. I don't know why though.
Yeah, Rune is weird somehow.
Yeah, Runa is strange.
Very talented guy, but I mean, just a coaching situation is second to none.
Yeah, he's back with Martoglu now. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Strange.
Yeah, I mean, quitting with Martoglu, like, then taking him back, then quitting again and taking him back. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see if it works out.
Yeah, it's weird optics, right? Backhand Minaur, whip high. Forehand Draper. Backhand Minaur for a pass. That's in the net, though. So it's advantage here for Draper. It's looking like we're going to go 3 sets. I really thought Minaur was going to be straight sets here today, but Draper's playing well. Draper's doing well. Do you think Jack is a guy who could like win a major at some point in his career? Do you think he's a major prospect? Major winning prospect?
No.
You don't think his ceiling is there?
I mean, Draper's a good guy. There's a funny story about Jack Draper. I was in Helsinki in 2000, I think in 19 or 20. I was there at the Challenger event with my player, and Jack Draper was there as well. And I saw him playing. I'm not sure if he played qualies there, but I saw him. He was like 18, I guess. And then I walked up to him and said, "Hey, Jack, do you want to play German Bundesliga? Because I'm managing Bundesliga team." And I asked him if he can play there. By the way, that's a big serve from Draper and a forehand winner there. And it's a 5-1 lead now for Draper. Anyway, so I asked him, and he came back and said, "Hey, Yannick, I'm focusing on my career. I don't want to play German Bundesliga. I mean, he would get decent money there. He would get great matches. That's why a lot of players, they like to play German league, because they, as I said, they get a decent amount of money and good experience with top ranked players. But he said, no, I'm focusing on my career. And also that was my encounter with Jack Draper in Helsinki at that time. So it was obvious that this guy can hit pretty well, and he's a decent player. At least for me, it was obvious like 4 years ago. So that was my encounter with Jack, and but I don't think he's gonna be potential. I mean, he needs to be beating like these top guys. Like the problem is, like, if you're Jack Draper and you're ranked outside of the top 10, you need to beat like 3 top 10 players to make a Grand Slam, and this is like, I don't see him doing that.
Okay, you don't see him being the top 10 guy. Yeah, that's fair. I think right now a big thing for him is mental. Like, he struggles in the tight pressure moments, which I think is no good. He's also the physical side. Even in this match, he had physics out for him. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's like those are the things for him. I think outside of that, I think he has the weapons to test out big guys. Maybe especially a guy like Alcaraz, who doesn't really like when he's pushed back behind the baseline. So I think he might be able to beat Carlos, but like, yeah, I don't know. I am still gauging him because it's hard to know with a guy this young, but that's an interesting perspective.
I mean, I see him winning against the top 10 player, and I see him being in the top 10 also, and I'm seeing him maybe beating like 2 times the top 10 player. But if you're like, let's say 9 in the world, you need to beat like a Zverev in the quarters, a Medvedev in the semis, and an Alcaraz in the final. And I'm for now, I don't see him doing that.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense, I think. And there are just so many other good young players. Like now we have like Mensik and Fonseca that are just so solid. And they're so solid in their movement as well, and their athleticism. And they're also just bringing new things to the table in terms of movement. Like you have like Mensik just like sliding on hard courts. I don't know if Draper is up to that level in the movement category right now, and with his shots, just every point. Yeah. Do you have a pick for Indian Wells then? That's the question.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean,
by the way, sorry, people saying hi in the chat. Yo, Beanie, hey, Beanie, Gene, and Dutchy.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, guys. Welcome. It's funny, like being on another channel. It's weird. I mean, I'm eating always on my stream, so I'm just eating now. As I said, I was just at an ice hockey game here in my hometown, and then we had a drink after, so pretty easy. I just went home. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I love it though. When I was staying up for Australian Open and doing streams, it's like you have like a full day and you're just like, you're out and about and you have a full day. And then I would just like, I took the opportunity to be able to do things late at night and kind of like go out and whatever. And then I was like, okay, well, I have a stream at 3 a.m. I'll take like a day nap and then I'll be at 3 a.m. And I don't know. I was just always getting like super excited during the night matches. I don't know why that is too, but I like having a different schedule sometimes to mix things up. It was fun for me, but yeah.
But for you, it's the same time zone, no? You have also like 3 o'clock in the morning, or what's your
time? For Australian, the night matches start at 3:30 in the morning.
Okay, but what's your time right now?
9:36, 9:36 p.m.
Oh, really? Where are you based?
Yeah. Near Atlanta in Georgia.
Okay.
The U.S. Okay. Yeah.
Got it. I mean, I thought somehow too, because of Fazer, you're also from the Great Britain, but I didn't know.
We got a lot of UK commentators on here. Have you seen the Tennis 360 podcast we do on here? I do that with another UK commentator as well. We have a lot from the UK. Okay. Yeah. I did that with the commentator Eliza Westcott. She's from the UK as well. So
yeah, I know her.
Yeah. So yeah, we got a lot of UK based. I'm the first US based, which was good when we were doing the US Open. Let's see what we got in the chat here. Casper Aruna. I'm going with Casper. I don't know if you think different, but I think Casper is playing so good right now. All right, we got 2 set points here for Draper, by the way. Draper serve out wide. There's a challenge here from Minaur, though. It is out. The line calls have not been good so far today. Second serve here from Draper. They have not. Backhand, the forehand of Draper. Backhand Minaur. The forehand of Draper. That's in the net, 40-30. Draper needs to find ways to finish points quicker up in the net. Yeah, right now that's just not really the way he plays. He doesn't have the net game. That's something that Demon has improved a lot on himself. Thanks, mate. Runa's out form, but he's finding ways to win somehow. Yeah, I mean, well, he's a very skilled and complete player. It's just like he can figure out ways to win matches. It's just about having the consistency and really, honing in on a very solid, consistent game, week in, week out, where he's winning titles. That I think is the bigger question of if he can win matches. Oh, that's a great backhand pass from Minaur there to Deuce. So what's been going on, Trambine, by the way, with your channel and your tennis stuff? I see you all over Instagram, even like on tennis TV videos. I'll see you in the comments just responding to different people. And it's so funny to me just to see your name all over.
Of course, on Instagram,
you're all over.
I mean, on Instagram, this is like the platform that I've been always the most, and that streaming came up just because of Corona. I mean, I was having my full-time job in a tennis academy. I was full-time traveling with pro players, as I said, like even top 100 players I was coaching, and then at the first Bundesliga team where I coached like Iga Świątek even in my team, and then Corona hit and everything changed. So that even the YouTube channel here, that was the result of the Corona like pandemic. It's
no, it's good though. It's a good way to engage with fans directly and
sure,
and in real time as well, especially with the live streams. Yeah, it's good.
Sure.
No, that's cool though. All right, so serve here from Draper into the net. Second serve. Backhand. That's in the net. Draper ties it up to a set apiece. I'll look at the stats as well. Yeah, coaching is like your big thing. You do that pretty much every day in the kind of weekdays, like during the week.
Yeah, I do. I mean, mostly I'm coaching like juniors at the moment. I was more on the pro tour before Corona. Now after I changed the city, changed the practice setup, and I'm coaching some juniors and also traveling with some juniors around the world and helping them, as I said, to compete on the tournaments. Yes, I'm promising guys. It's interesting, like to see these 13, 14, 15-year-old guys. I mean, I wasn't in Monte Carlo with a player. We had a practice camp there, and then we went to the Monte Carlo Masters tournament. So I got him involved into the main tour, and he was warming up players like Musetti and Ivashka and all these guys, like warming up for the match. And it was nice to see like how he sees himself being there and being part of it. I mean, he was 14 years old, and he was warming up with Ivashka, and then I remember I was like there on the court, and then Ivashka came to the net. He was just warming up for the match, and the guy was 14, and he was like, I need to play, like I need to hit good, I need to really like make him play a lot of balls, and I want to create the same speed as the pros do. And he went full power at Ivashka when Ivashka was at the net. And then Ivashka said to me, hey, calm down. I want to play some volleys. I want to warm up volleys. It's not like go full power at me. And the 14-year-old guys nowadays, they hit so fast. It's incredible. I mean, most of like the club players, they would lose against a 14-year-old top player. And then Ivashka told me, told him like, hey, calm down. And he didn't understand. I said, hey, Jamie. It was Jamie McKenzie, a very, very talented guy from New Zealand that moved to Germany 2 years ago. And then I told him, hey, calm down a bit. And he said, okay, sorry. And he said, normally I'm playing with doubles player from New Zealand. And I need to hit full power at him. So I was just used to really, if the pros is at the net, I just go full power at them. And he said, yeah, okay, sorry. And then he was just like slowing down. And then Ivashka said, this guy's playing good with 14. He said, I was nowhere. And I never played juniors. Ivashka said, like, he was not playing that way, that speed when he was like still 17. So I mean, there's different paths, like everywhere around the world, you have certain options, and then some players are very good at 14, and some players don't play juniors at all. They just focus on like college or on the development and trying to get into the tour on a later stage. So it was interesting to also see these kind of situations and players and talking to them. So and that's a nice take on every player out there that want to maybe be professional. It does not mean you need to be like Rooney or Alcaraz, being there with like 14, 15 in a top European tour and beating everyone, and then getting on 16 onto the ATP tour and beating all these guys. There's also a different path, and it's not about being there in the best when you're 14, 15.
Yeah, well, I think it's like a guy like Daniil Medvedev, who's he was still there a bit younger, but he didn't make it into like the top even 30 in the world till he was about like 24 years old, 23 years old. So to get into like the top 10, top 20 best players in the world. And then there are other players, who, everybody has a different path, some players who didn't even do it until they're like, didn't even play professional until they're 18, 19 years old. So that's very cool. And it is a different type of intensity when you're really going up against professional players. So he may have just felt like he had to absolutely smash every ball in order to even hit with the guy, and at the kind of speed and the running speed and the just pace and intensity. But that is funny, but it is good for experience, even if you're getting smacked around by a professional, to know where your level is at, what you need to improve, and to see that kind of level firsthand. I think that's very good. And I always like to see that, and it's a nice gesture from the pros as well. But very, very cool to see that. It's a good story. By the way, third set starting up here. I don't know. I reckon you could do some play-by-play as well if you want, by the way, from your end. Could switch up every other point.
No, it's all good. Go for it. I'm eating. The problem for me is I don't know why, but the tennis TV footage for me, it's just delayed by like 20 seconds. So whenever you're done with the point, I just see the point. I don't know why, but in Germany, I don't know. The internet is so bad. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, that's strange. Serve here from Minaur. Down T. That goes out. Yeah, no, I'm actually watching on Skybet, which is just a different site. And Tennis TV is always super late for me too. Tennis TV is not the best. Like, I don't know.
No,
they're good, but there's some issues there. I don't know. Maybe it's me being a bit cynical, but I don't know what it is.
No, I agree.
I don't think Runa will break serve. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit off.
And Tennis TV, I'm telling you, Tennis TV, they are fuckers. You know why? They use this all around the world challenge, like putting balls on your racket and then lifting them up and just take your racket around the world and catching them. This is my challenge.
I saw
this. And they took my video and showing that to Kasparov, to Alcaraz, and to all the pros, and showing them the video and telling them, "Hey, try that." And I mean, Kasparov was looking at it and was like, "Is that even fake? I have to rewatch it." So they took my video to make content. They did not even ask me for using the video. They did not even send me a mail. Nothing. They just used my footage, create content. Yeah. The reel was watched like 100,000 times. And then I texted them, and I texted them an email. They did not even reply to it. So this is a joke.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, come on, give the credit at least. I mean, man, I saw that, and I saw you responding in the comments as well and saying, "This is my video." I was just like, Jesus Christ. I felt bad in my head. I was like, come on, give credit to Shrambini. Yeah, like I really did. I appreciated the tricks, and yeah, that's funny. They should have at least asked like permission beforehand. So it's crazy. Sue them. Yeah. Listen, Terry in the chat is saying the big words. I don't know.
But Terry,
I don't know.
It's funny because I asked my lawyer. I went to a lawyer and asked, like, can I do something against them? And he said the only thing that I can do is kind of telling them if they do it again, they have to they get a fine and they have to pay me like, let's say, 5,000 or 10,000 euros. But for the first time, you can't do much. The only thing that I could do is take the video down immediately because my footage is my personal copyright and you're using it, just take the video down immediately, which I don't want, of course, because I like that everybody like makes a challenge out of it and trying to do what I did. But yeah, I mean, as I said, at least like come to me and say, hey, Shrambini, and even afterwards, if they use it, and then afterwards I text them an email and say, hey, you used my content without asking me, come on, like, I mean, there must be something. Give me like
that's
2 years of free membership or something that I can have Tennis TV for free or something, you know? They did not even reply, and this is like the worst.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they're just not. They're not taking responsibility for their actions, and honestly, anytime they take credit, and you have a big channel and following as well, and it's just like it makes no sense to me. It just looks bad on there. It's bad optics for them. By the way, Minaur with 2 break points here. Draper serving. We'll see if Draper gets out of it. It was just love 40. So we'll see what Minaur can do if he has a quick start like he did in the first set as well. Backhand, forehand drop shot of Jack. Forehand of Minaur, backhand Draper down the line. Backhand volley. Oh, it's good. Forehand. Draper gets it. Forehand drop shot. Draper outs in the net. So it's 2-0 for Minaur. 2-0 for Minaur. He's moving forward well as well, which has been a big thing in the match. Big thing in the match. TC plus is the worst. It's the tennis sites, right? It's the watching of tennis that I think is really a tough thing nowadays. People don't even know where to watch, and there's no really good site for it. And also, since WTA left Tennis TV, you don't really have a WTA ATP connected site. So it's just tough, I think, now for people to even know where to find everything and where to watch. It's like, and then you have like WTA big WTA matches and ATP matches at the same time, and it just seems like they're not really maximizing the most of what they can do for tennis viewership, and also the tennis marketing the biggest matches, especially for the WTA. Like when we had Swiatek versus Rybakina a few weeks back, and I saw very little marketing for that. It just feels like there's so much can be improved in that aspect of it. I don't know if you have thoughts on that as well, Shrambini, but I just think it's the worst, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm not all negativity and doom and gloom, by the way. I'm trying I'll try to be more positive, but with that, it's hard for me to get a positive outlook. But love 15 here for Jack Draper here on the return. Minaur serving. Draper serve. That goes long. Second serve here at Minaur. Forehand Draper. The backhand of Minaur, backhand Draper. The forehand of Minaur, forehand Draper. The forehand of Minaur, forehand Draper. That's in the net. You said you worked with Swiatek as well, Shrambini. I haven't heard this that much. So do you have good stories related to that as well? Working.
I mean, I saw her when she was 15, and I saw like she was incredible already when she was 15. So I contacted her dad because I have some Polish connection, and I had a first Bundesliga team that I had, or we wanted to go to the first Bundesliga. We had a second Bundesliga team at that time. And then we made a contract that she plays like 1 or 2 matches in my team for that season. And then, and actually she made it. I mean, it could have been that she said, no, I have to pull out because I have some more important tournaments. And then, of course, you don't sue these players. But she made it. And then she came to Hamburg and she played the deciding match. She was 17 at that time. Right after that match, she went to the French Open. She played 4th round against Simona Halep, and she lost 1 and 2. 1 in love, actually. I was actually in the stands. I was in the box because she gave me tickets for the box.
Oh, wow.
So I was there in the 4th round. She lost, 1 and 2 in that year. And then just 1 year after, she played the same round, also the 4th round against Simona Halep, and then she beat her 1 in love just a year after, and that was the year where she became the French Open champion. And of course, like, it's incredible that you see a player, you make contract, you play, you have her in your team, and you get to know her and stuff, and and then she makes like an incredible run. I'm still amazed that she still also keeps the contact, because sometimes I'm texting her, congratulating her, or just giving her some positive vibes when she's losing like 2 or 3 matches, and she's even replying, which is incredible.
Wow.
Because after winning a Grand Slam, sometimes players like miss to answer, or they just get different. But it seems like Iga is, she's still the same nice person, and yeah,
That's
very
very cool.
appreciated. Yeah,
She seems very humble and down to earth from the outside, but it's always hard to tell from the outside. So it's cool to hear stories like that. I think that's a big story for her, for who she is as a person, honestly.
Sure.
Could you tell that she was like an insane, unique generational talent even the year before she got to that, or the year that she got to that 4th round when she was 17 years old? Or
For sure. I mean, when I saw her, I mean, I'm working I was working in the pro area for like 15 years, and I saw her when she was like, she was like 16, and I saw her on the ITF tour, and I saw her playing matches, and I was like, man, she's playing incredible. She's like playing more of a men's tennis, like really athleticism and like full stretch backhand open stance, like Djokovic, hitting the ball back, good kick serve on clay, and I was like, wow, she's very dangerous. I mean, that girl is unbelievable. I mean, she was in Wimbledon. I mean, she won Wimbledon Junior, so she was already showing that she has the potential of really being up there and competing with the best. And if you're winning in juniors with the girls, that means already that you have a level of like being in the top 200-300 in the world. And that's why I really wanted her in my team. That's how it all started up. Yeah.
That is crazy. Yeah. And she does, right? Because she is just so unbelievably skillful. It's like Novak, where, they might not play like a Roger Federer-esque style or Ons Jabeur, where it's just so, it might not be, well, even for Iga, it is a bit of a flashy tennis, but it's just so effective, shot in, shot out, such solid athleticism, and such, as you mentioned, the open stance backhands and just the solid returns of serve, where sometimes she's even hitting winners off the return of serves. And it's just, she's so skillful. She can either be playing super aggressive, stepping inside the court, or, just way behind the court. I think it goes back to something that Roger said, in that movement is so essential to tennis, and the quickest and the most, adept at movement, whether it's a full sprint shot or whether it's just kind of defending behind the baseline. I think those are probably the people that are going to climb up and be the best of the best. It's the movement, I think. And Iga is just probably the best mover in the women's game, to be honest. So I think it's a big thing for athleticism, and that's crazy that it was there as a 17-year-old as well. That's
100%. I mean, I agree definitely on that. And we had when I was working in Cologne in our tennis academy, we had Annika Beck there. She was the youngest top 100 player at that time. She was also jumping in the top 100 when she was 17 and 18. She was German champion, and she was very small. She's like 168 or something. But she got German champion because she was very fast, and she just put one ball more into the court than the opponent. It was simple as that. She was just not moonballing, but just defensive very well, and just one more, and the opponent just missed, and then the girls, they got crazy, and then they just missed more, and that's how she was German champion. And then of course you have to get, if you want to get to the top 100, you have to get the transition that when you have the chance to take over the rally, you have to use it. You have to be aggressive. You have to go for aggressive shots, and that's the transition she made. And she was playing like top 100. She was in the slams everywhere, and then she retired pretty early because she hated to travel and she hated the tour. And when she was like 24 or 25, she said she was 50 in the world. She makes like 300,000-400,000 a year, and she says, no, I don't like it anymore. I want to study medicine. So she studied medicine, and she wanted to become a dentist, actually, and that's what her dream was, and that's what she did. So that also happens. But just coming back to your opinion about it, athleticism and like fitness and moving and getting just one more ball back to the opponent's court is just so vital and very, very important.
Yeah, I agree. And especially because I think when it comes down to the highest level of tennis, which is something that I think people don't appreciate enough, especially when they're playing at the lower levels, is that, yes, when you're playing at the lower level, sometimes it's that incredible shot that you hit every now and again, 100 miles per hour forehand or whatever, that just blows everybody's mind. But I think the thing that matters most is in difficult positions on the court and in a match, how are you reacting? And can you get that one more ball back from a difficult position? How low can you keep a ball from difficult position? How much pace can you generate as more pace is coming at you, a la an Andrei Rublev who is so good at that? I think those are the big things that prove whether you can be a consistent top player. And yeah, I think that that's a big thing for the sport. That's a funny story though. I mean, Ash Barty retiring at 26 because she said she had different plans, even when she was number one in the world and had all the success. So I think I like those players though. They respect themselves and their dreams, even if maybe nobody gets it, but you have to really enjoy it and have the passion for it. I've drifted away from the match call. I'm gonna call a bit of the match.
Sure, go for it.
I'm so enjoying the chat, and I definitely want to talk more. But 2 break points here for Demon. By the way, Draper serving at 50. Steffi Graf was known to have the best footwork and speed back in the day. The best footwork, I'm assuming that is back in the day. Cool.
TJ in the house.
That goes out from Draper. Seems like Demon's running away with this, or Tia's running away with this. 4-0. Be highly surprised if anything kind of happens from this point for the side of Jack Draper. Draper struggling physically. It's done, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he was up 4-1 and he still got some medics out, so that's not a good sign. There's some physios out. That's not a good sign for Jack. So we got 4-0 here. Got 4-0 here for Jack. Or sorry, 4-0 here for Demon, I mean. Oh, Jack Draper is retired. There you go. Draper is out. He pulls out. Draper walks to the other side. He gives him a hug. That's too bad for Draper. That's too bad for Draper. Jack's out. It was a good match from Jack. He showed up with some good tennis in the second set, but the physical side, too much for Jack once again. And there you go. Well, Shrambini, I appreciate you joining in the stream. I want to ask just one more thing. Do you have one more like good story of any player you've worked with? I've enjoyed your stories. Do you have another story of a player that you've worked with that you think the chat might really kind of enjoy?
The story I mean, one of the stories is not actually that I saw it live, but about Rafa. I mean, I've played Rafa at the French Open with my player. We've played him in the second round of the French Open. And it was pretty decent. I mean, we lost, of course, to Rafa in the second round. We were a qualifier with my player, and we lost 1, 2, and 4. I mean, we broke him 2 times in the third set, but we got broken like 3 times in the third set. So that's about that. But I got to. I mean, 2 things about Rafa, because I so much respect for him. When I was 19, I was a line umpire at the Stuttgart tennis tournament. And I was there for 10 years, a line umpire, like serve. I mean, umpire like Roger and Rafa and everyone. And Rafa was the only player that came after the match, and he walked into the corridor outside of the court, and he was thanking the ball kids and the line umpires, and he was saying to us, "Hey, thanks for your job, appreciate it, and really appreciate your work." And he was the only player that ever has done this. So this was one thing. And then I heard a story about him being at the Australian Open, and he got some rackets there to the string service with his string, and said, "Okay, this and this and this and this." And then they called him back because they said, "Hey, Rafa, the string is the wrong thickness. So you play the Babolat or whatever." He played actually the Technifiber black coat. He played for a long time. Even he played Babolat. And then the stringer said, "Hey, you play 1.25 with a thickness, and the reel that you just brought is a 1.30. And then he said, okay, sorry, I'm calling the guy from Technifier. He's gonna be up there. So they came both to the booth where the stringers are. And then the Technifiber guy gave the stringer the 1.25 reel, and he took the 1.30 reel back and he threw it in the bin. But there was a bin there, like a full reel. He just threw it in the bin because he says, I have no use for it. I'm just throwing it away. And then Rafa was still staying there and talking to the stringers, and because one of my very good friends is a stringer at the slams, and he said you could see that Rafa was just waiting for the guy from Technifiber to move away. So after like 10 minutes, the guy from Technifiber just left, and then Rafa went to the bin and he took out the reel off the bin and brought it back to the stringers and said, hey guys, this is for you. If I have like practice rackets that I come in, you can put that like string on my racket. If I play 1.30 on the practice, I don't mind. But even if someone else needs it, just use the string, because just use it, okay? And then he left, which was incredibly impressive, because man, this guy is like a not a billionaire, but like a multi-millionaire, and he's just waiting for the guy that is in charge to leave, that he can take it out of the bin and tell them, hey, take it, just use it, and get it for your kids, whatever, just use it. I mean, it's too sad to throw away. And it just shows like what a person Rafa is, and what a person he was. I mean, hope he comes back and plays some more matches, but very, very humble, very like I mean, these things you don't like get to know. I mean, of course, for me, I as a line umpire and as a tour coach and playing against him and being in the lockers with the pros there, I get to see it a little bit more. But these things no one sees. And if someone says that Rafa is kind of an idiot or that he's not really humble stuff, and I'm saying, hey, you have no clue. I mean, these are stories, and these are real, because my friend like is a good friend of mine. He witnessed a story. Why should he invent these kind of stories? And this shows just like what Rafa is as a person, and that's what I really and like 10 years before, as I said, like as a line umpiring, he was just, and as I said, the only person. I mean, not the qualifier, not any lower ranked player. It was Rafa, the top seed player, coming out of the court after winning the match, winning or losing, and just appreciating it and saying to us, hey guys, you did a good job, appreciate it. And I also heard from the stringers that Rafa, on every tournament, doesn't matter if he loses the first round or wins the tournament, after he's out, he goes to the stringers and spends there like 20 minutes talking to them, giving autographs, making pictures, just appreciating their job, their work, because that's Rafa, and I really do like it. I mean, no player does it. It's funny. I mean, Rafa has other stuff to do, but he just goes there and takes his time, and he is busy 100% more than a lot of players out there in the tournament. But he's still doing it, and that's what a story like for you guys, that you know what a humble guy this guy is.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm sure everybody on stream enjoyed it. I think Rafa is just class. He's such a gladiator and a warrior as well. It certainly has love and respect for the sport and everybody involved. I mean, he keeps coming back and playing, and it shows so much heart. So that's such a cool story. And I mean, that story of you playing Rafa at Roland Garros is really crazy. I'm sure you remember that day well every time you watch Rafa play.
100%.
Yeah, that's very cool. All right, I appreciate you joining in. I hope we can do it again, because it was fun. I want to hear more Shrambini stories. It's good. Again, I do. I enjoy them. So yeah,
I can't promise that I'm like, it's now 4:00 in the morning. I need to sleep now, but can't promise that it's happening. But I just came home and said, come on, let's see. I mean, there's a match going on. Let's see what's happening. And well, it was fun, definitely. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. See you later. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining. We'll do it again. Thank you, really.
Take care, guys. I wish you all the best, and it was a pleasure. Take care.
All right, have a good night. I appreciate you. Thanks.
Same. Ciao.
All right. Well, that was really cool from Shrambini. Getting to speak with him. I hope we can do that again. Appreciate everybody joining in to the stream. Draper retired, injured, no good. Draper needs to figure it out physically. but Minaur is just playing so well. Minaur is into another final. Right after his Rotterdam final, he's playing great. Tariq, hi all. That's my first time here. We'll subscribe so I can watch live tennis chat next time. All right, I appreciate it, Tariq. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I want to do more streams with me talking with another person or more double headers. I want to keep experimenting with streams and stuff, but yeah, I'm going to sign off. Tara is going to have the Runa Rude match as well. I'll be joining in for the stream as well. Humble guy, cheers. Yeah, see you later, Sean. Bye, Anthony and BD. See you, Dutchy. Bad luck for Draper. Wish him a good recovery. Yeah, DGF mate. Yes. Yeah. Hope the best for Draper. I mean, I hope this guy can pick it up. Lucian says Michael Chang. Yes. We were talking about Chang earlier. Not sure exactly what it's referring to, but appreciate you joining in. And all right. Minaur wins. Draper was injured, had to retire. GG, take care. All right, take care, Shrambini. Appreciate again the chat. Definitely, I really hope we can do that again. Minaur wins in 3 sets. And next match, live chat here too. Yes, Runa Rude, right back on this one. Tara has the call on that. Definitely join in. And see you later, Shrambini. See you later, everybody who joined in for the stream. 3-set win for Minaur. Hope Jack comes back healthy. I'll see you guys at the next one.